So today we're going to talk about Oxford, Massachusetts. You have to discover this quaint little small town in southern central Massachusetts, southern Worcester County. So let's talk about some of the pros and cons of Oxford, Massachusetts. It is very close to the Connecticut border, about an hour from Hartford, Connecticut. Only 45 minutes to Providence, Rhode Island, about an hour to Boston. The highway is very conveniently located in town, so you can hop onto 395 and connect with all the major routes to get to all the major cities and states nearby: Connecticut, Rhode Island, Boston, Cape Cod, and Nashua, New Hampshire. It's a great central location if you're looking in Massachusetts and you want an affordable place to live. Hi, I'm Linda Hafner, top producing realtor at ERA Key Realty in Central Mass, Worcester County. Oxford is primarily a family town. 80% are homeowners, only 20% renters. I've helped a lot of people sell homes in Oxford and purchase homes in Oxford, and every single one of them absolutely is stuck on that town. Like don't want to consider any of the neighboring towns. They want to stay in Oxford. They like Oxford. Even though Oxford is a small town, it's really close to Worcester. So if you want to head to the city and do some really fun activities, go to some great restaurants, all you have to do is take a 20-minute drive to Worcester and you could have everything to your heart's content: museums and all the activities and fun you can imagine. Most important thing, I think, about Oxford is the home affordability. As of January 2024, which is when this was recorded, the past 3 months in Oxford, Mass, the sale price, the median average sale price of homes in Oxford were $385, which is significantly lower than anything in the Boston area. You try to buy a house in the Boston area or Metro West, you're looking at a price range of a median price range closer to the $700-800, and prices go all the way up to $1 million and more toward Boston. So $385, relatively speaking, is significantly more affordable than many of the towns in our area. I like to use the website niche.com when I am doing reviews of towns in our area because they have really useful information. The overall grade for Oxford is a B. C+ for public schools, housing is a B-, good for families is a B, crime and safety is a B, nightlife is a C+. Yeah, there's not a lot of nightlife in Oxford, and diversity is probably a B. Population is about 13,339, which is obviously significantly smaller than Worcester, where you're looking at closer to 200,000 in Worcester. But that's what makes Oxford so special. It has a very small community feel. Everybody really knows each other. Oxford is rated by its community as 4 out of 5 stars, which is pretty darn good. Out of 26 reviews, 6 of them are 5 stars. 13 of them are very good, 7 are average, and there are 0 for poor and terrible. I'm going to read you a couple. Here's one. I grew up here and can say that I feel privileged to have lived in such an educated, clean, safe community. The schools are efficient and have an outstanding NJROTC unit that make the high school stand out in teaching young adults to be hardworking, thoughtful, and community-oriented individuals. The streets are always clean of snow and debris in a timely manner. The stores are well stocked and well maintained. If you're a part of the community will look out for you. So here was a 4-star review. It says, a small town in Massachusetts. Everyone is pretty familiar with everybody. Most of the people are pretty friendly. Overall, a great place to live, and the schools are pretty nice. Not too shabby, and everything is within walking or biking distance. If the community feels that positive about it, I think that really says a lot to you as to what you can expect living there. According to niche.com, and this may have not been quite as updated, but the median household income in that town is about $94,000. The diversity is rated as a B. It's not highly diverse, but does have some diversity. crime and safety rating on niche.com for Oxford was a B. I've never known Oxford to be a high crime area. I certainly haven't considered that in neither of any of my buyers or sellers. Okay, now let's just take a quick look at the Oxford ratings. Places with the lowest cost of living in Massachusetts, they're 46 out of 411. Most diverse places to live in Massachusetts, they came in 239 out of 412. And best places to raise a family in Massachusetts, they came in at 327 out of 410. Couple of things in Oxford that I want to make a special notice to is that it was Clara Barton's birthplace. There is a little bit of a museum there. She was the founder of the American Red Cross. Buffumville Lake Park is just a little bit east of Oxford Center. Beautiful nature place to go visit. One of the nice things about Oxford, if you like to hike, is you can connect with the Mid-State Trail, which is a 92-mile-long trail that goes from like New Hampshire to Rhode Island. Check that out if you like the outdoors and hiking. You can't talk about Oxford without talking about Carl's Diner. It is really well-known breakfast place. If you're looking for big portions and really good food, check out Carl's Diner in Oxford. The downside of living in Oxford, really there aren't too many. Public transportation is definitely one of the things you will not find in Oxford. It's just too small of a town. So if you want to live in Oxford, yes, you definitely need to have a car. If you're looking for city life that's hustling and bustling and always going to be doing things, and you want to live right in the heart of that, Oxford probably wouldn't be the best choice for you. You're really going to be better off in one of the larger towns like maybe Worcester, Sturbridge, and Oxford is reserved for a much more smaller, slower type paced feel. Although they do have, shops and, McDonald's and a couple of places and things like that, but it's definitely not city life. And of course, I saved the worst for last, and that is winter weather, but you're going to get that in all of Central Mass. So if you're looking at all towns in Central Mass, it's not going to matter whether you pick Oxford or whether you pick Worcester, other than the fact that Oxford is a little bit further south, so maybe it'll get, I don't know, an inch less of snow. I don't think quite that much, but because it is further south, you might get a little bit less snow than some of the northern sections of Central Mass, Worcester County. If you like this video, please subscribe. I'm going to be doing more local town videos, and I've done quite a few, so check out some of my past ones on Worcester, Spencer, Auburn. I love Oxford. I find a lot of convenient things, lots of shops. It's so close to Auburn, Worcester. And the people that I work with just rave about how much they love Oxford, as well as the school systems are not great, but they're okay. They're not bad. My sons have played multiple basketball games in the halls of Oxford High. Definitely a town to consider. If you want to learn more about Oxford, or if you'd like a tour of the town, please contact me. I'd love to help you figure out what's the best Central Mass town for you. Thanks. Have a great day.